Welcome back, everybody. We are in the beginning of our work week. We are at the beginning of May. And this weekend I was unable to clean out my chicken coop. I do layering with hemp, and we are in the summer, so we're getting more flies. We're close to the house, so I need to always make sure that this is staying clean for the girls. So layering does work, but you're still getting a little bit of that odor. Not much, but still some. So first I wanted to show you the improvement that we got on our Over Easy chicken coop. They just brought these out. These are screen doors for your coop. So the girls are right here, the queenies. They're so friendly. So this one right here has this little door hook on it, and you just hook it right here. And then at night, when it's time for them to go to bed, you just open this up and you hook it back there, and then you close their door. And that way they are safe from predators. But during the day, they're getting all that air from our portacool vent or fan that we have for them. So for now, I'm going to open this back up. Say hi. Do you see them? They're always trying to get themselves into trouble. Okay, as you can see, we have a good layer of hemp in here. You can also see our automatic door. It's on a timer. You can put it on manual, but we have it on time, and I have it set for 5:30 in the morning, and then we shut it now. It's getting dark later, so I shut it off now, or close the door at 8. I had it at 7:30, and it's still dusk at 7:30, so I didn't want any of the girls getting stuck outside in case I couldn't check on them. And so I'm going to take all of this out and add it to my compost. It makes great compost, and it'll help break down all that stuff that we recently put in the compost this weekend. I'm going to get that done, and then we'll put a new layer of the hemp in. Just to show you how well the hemp works, you can see how dry the floor is. It really absorbs any moisture. It gets a little bit dusty, but it really absorbs the moisture really well. We don't have any problems with moisture doing any damage to our floors. So I've got 90% of this cleaned out. I'm still going to sweep it out and get the rest of it. And I'm going to clean out their nesting boxes. We usually get these right here. If I'm running low on them, I'll just put hemp in there, and they do really well with that too. But you can buy these off of Amazon. They're just little strips with the straw in them. But I'm also going to get in here and clean out all these cobwebs for them. And that's the electrical box for the door. And we also have a light that we thought we might need for heat, for a heat lamp, but we're not going to need it, not here in Arizona. they can withstand the temperatures that, I mean, even our lowest temperatures, they can withstand. So this is really a nice coop. They even have another one that's larger than this one. But if you're looking for a chicken coop, Over Easy Chicken Coop is a great company. And they've got the windows. Look at her. She's so funny. She's like, what are you doing in my coop? We got the coop all cleaned out. And I cleaned out the nesting boxes. That's a fake egg in there. I had one of my chickens was pecking at the eggs, so I put a couple fake eggs in there. And you wouldn't believe where I found them. They kick them out of here. They get so mad that they're in here. They kick them out. I find them in the coop itself. I find them out in the run. I found them under the coop. They do everything they can to get rid of them. But it keeps them busy and away from the other eggs. So I got that cleaned out. Oh, I missed some. I just took this. This is something that you use in homes to clean the fans. But it is a great thing for removing cobwebs. So like right there. All you do is brush it along your stuff. And so I got all the cobwebs cleaned out. And we still had some sawdust in here even from when we did the construction on this. Oh, there's a little bit more right there. Okay, so now I'm going to add some hemp back in, and I am just going to put hemp in these boxes that don't have the straw right now because I don't have any more in stock. So I'm just going to add hemp into these other three, but these are the two main ones that they lay in all the time. Actually, it's that one and this one over here. So I should take this out of here and put it over into this one. And see, it's cardboard or paper on the brown paper on the back side, and then that on the top, and you just stuff it into your nesting box. And it's a nice little bed for them. You can see that they've used this one quite a bit. So I'll be getting another one of those. But in the meantime, we'll throw those eggs in there. Look at her. So this is on the opposite side, on the outside. So you can open up your nesting boxes, and there's a handle right here to turn that locks it into place on the back side right there. And then you just drop it down. Turn the handle again, drop it down, and lock it into place so nothing can get in. And then here's their windows so that they can get their air. When I have this up, the queenies are always trying to jump out. They're funny. This is the hemp that I will be using to put in here. It comes in blocks like this. You get more or less in your blocks. I believe this one cost us about $60. And it just comes in a block, and we just spread this around. Now, before I put this whole thing in there, but this time I think I'm going to only do half. And I think I'm just gonna see what it looks like in a month, and I might just clean it out once a month totally. I don't have to because I'm layering, and the whole purpose of layering is not to do that. And I do come out here every week and still clean out the big bits, but they come in here scratching and stuff all the time, and they break everything up to small bits where it's hard to pick out the pieces without taking out all the hemp. So I am going to see what it looks like in a month and then go from there. So I ended up putting that whole bag in here because with putting it in those 3 boxes plus in here, I want them to have a nice layer that's also protecting the floor. I left it pretty chunky in here because as soon as I close this door, I can guarantee they're going to come in here and they're going to start scratching around, and they're just going to rip everything around in here. So they're kind of doing the work for me. I also tried to keep it away from that door so that they don't kick it out into the run. So the coop is all done. And as you can see, the girls have been in here just making a mess. Even when I put it as far away from the coop as I did, or the door, they're still kicking it out of the coop. Crazy girls. I just cleaned out the strawberries from under the trees. We seem to get bugs under the trees that eat our strawberries. So any of the bad ones that I find, I give to them. So they just had a little snack. The last thing that I'm going to do for tonight is on Sunday, I was going to plant some okra seeds where we took out the celery. And do you see these? I read the directions, and on the back of the packet it said to soak them for 24 hours. Well, that was yesterday at 2:30, so they've gone like 48 hours at this point. So now look, they've actually sprouted. So I need to get these into the ground before I retire for the night. So we're going to take these over to where we planted that celery. You know, and I go to do something and I'm like, no, I can't do that yet. I actually wanted to add a bag of soil to this before doing that. So I'm going to go grab that real quick. The bed is all filled with some fresh soil. I'm trying a new soil that Tom picked up called J&B soil. It's organic. Right now I am just wetting down this soil because we still haven't fixed our sprinkler lines. So we're still having to water by hand. So I want to make sure that this is nice and moist. So while I'm at work tomorrow, the seeds don't get dried out. Now, take these little guys. And I'm going to do 4 plants, which I think is going to be crazy for okra, but I have a couple people that I know that really like okra, so I'll be able to share. So we're going to make sure that we put the little root down. So I'm going to do 2 seeds. I think that's too deep. Plop it in there. I shouldn't cover it until I should have a tweezer so that I don't mess with that root. Okay, we're going to do 1 there, and I'm going to space these out. I'm going to do another one about right here. And then once these start growing, I will thin them out. Okay, so we had those ones there. So then we're gonna go to about here. So they need about 18 inches apart. I'm gonna go about a ½ inch deep on there, on the seeds. Whoops. Was that the seed? Yes. Stuck to my finger. See, I put it in there and then it wants to turn. Once they sprout, you'd be better off doing using a tweezers. Okay, we got that one done. And then we're going to go down here to the end of the bed and put the last two. 1, 2. Okay, okra's in. I'm going to get some tulle and cover these so that the birds don't get in here and get these seeds. Good morning, everybody. I realized I did not finish the video that I started for you on doing the chicken coop. So we're just going to check in on the chickens this morning. I've got them all fed. It is about 10 to 6. We're getting ready to go to work. And I just wanted to pop in and say good morning, and we'll see what the chickens are doing, and I hope you have a great day. Good morning, girls. Good morning, girls. It looks like they've already eaten their greens. I've given them spinach this morning. You can see that in there. Their mealworms are gone. They still have some sunflowers in there. And I had cleaned out one of their feeders last night and just put the rest of the food in that container there so I could give them fresh food in their feeder. And I don't know if I can get one of the girls to do it this morning, but sometimes when I'm over here messing with these blueberries, the queenie will come and stick her head through here. It's kind of freaky. You don't want them to. Did you drop it? Did you drop it? I think she dropped it. They love blueberries. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next video.